are they the right buttons?
They are not the right buttons.
Oh no.
The right buttons are optional.
They are
We're
always
on the wrong
optional.
button for being broadcast to the ISS and nowhere else.
You know
Oh,
what?
no.
I would be okay if we were
I
the
would be
sole
okay with that.
source of entertainment for some
Yeah.
astronauts.
Hell yeah.
That's
would be
actually
fucking
how
cool.
all the astronauts in space died.
By watching our videos.
No.
Yeah, they got Dan's luck.
It just went straight into space and the ISS blew up.
I was listening to the SCP podcast, the Archive podcast, and they had the one where they did Among Us. Like it was basically like an SCP became like Thanos the Death God became like an SCP in Among Us, and then it wound up like appearing on the ISS and was like bringing people up there to like hunt on the station.
Oh my.
Okay.
It was something. I was like, okay, wasn't considering that, but can I come up here? People will say hi to you.
Snatching up a creature.
Yeah.
As you do.
Stop it.
I hear bells in the distance, so I know it won't be long.
Mm-hmm.
What won't be long?
You settle in?
Until I have a cat in my face.
Fair enough. Tiny dog. My dog's over there sleeping.
I may or may not.
Shit, we're here. It's Friday night. The feeling's right. I forgot to refill my glass of juice. Fuck me. God damn it. How dare I?
Strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper.
We're out. And the storm, I didn't order more stuff. So, like, I drank my last Diet Mountain Dew and the last strawberry and creams Dr. Pepper. And then the last of Liam's root beer. And now all I've got is juice. Soon I'll be drinking water like a fucking peasant.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Got my water right here.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, welcome to the goddamn show. We are here to play some Pathfinder. We're going to be picking up with the crew arriving at Hammerglass Logging Camp. Rowan's got some fancy dice in his hair. Bitey rewound time for a little bit.
We're not going to talk about those dice, though.
And Basil killed his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. And a crooked merchant. He did good things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I've got that necklace in my pocket.
You do? You gonna give it to someone?
No. I'm just going to hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Just give it a little bit.
Sure.
It's my cat.
Just a cat parade.
Mm-hmm.
God, what else? I don't know. I got something in the mail today, and I don't know if I want to run it. It's a new game called Blister Critters. Fucking show up. It's not going to. Fuck you, goddamn.
Where is a hat?
I'm trying to get the fucking Zoom background to fuck off on
It's
it.
censored.
It is. I don't even know. So anyway, yeah, you fucks. You arrive at Hammerglass Trading Camp. You have all leveled up. You've all had a few nights of rest, so make sure that everyone is back up to tip-top shape. As you breach the ridge, you look down on the camp. You can see the huge swath of cut-down forest, ruined land, and this massive camp, like a mile across. This huge fucking camp. Just in some sections, it's actually started to move from camp to town as wooden structures are going up. You can see assorted businesses, people moving about their daily lives. More and more of the forest disappears daily. What do you all want to do?
Right. Crying is free, right?
Yeah, crying is free.
We're looking for the Monster Hunter person, right?
Vampire.
Yeah, you are looking for Athena, who is employed by Hammerglass to take care of any vampires that were lingering in the forest.
Okay. I want to go talk to her, and then she will know who to ask to leave.
You want to go look for her and say that again?
Basil thinks that she's the best person to ask on who I can ask to make all the Hammerglass people leave. Like, Basil doesn't know who's in charge, and he thinks that she would know.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me just a second.
As Basil takes off to talk to someone, I just look at the others and I'm like, we should really like stop him from doing that all the time.
Do we need to get him a leash or something?
What's the
That's okay,
leaf
he's got bells
equivalent
now.
for a plant?
Rope.
The what?
Just put some weight in his pot. So he can't move himself around.
Oh, here, let's lace his pot really quick. That'll slow him down.
Yeah.
You gotta give him some LSD, you know?
At least he's got the bells now, so we can follow him
Basil
around.
will be friends of the universe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you all go chasing after Basil, who is running down towards the camp.
First person I see, I'm gonna walk up to them and say, "Hello, have you seen Athena?"
The scary one-armed vampire hunter lady.
I think she hunts vampires. Yeah. Is her name Athena?
Yeah, I know of Athena. I haven't talked to her. She scares the ever living shit out of me. But she's out on patrol during the days usually.
Oh, okay.
But when she returns, she stays over there at the Stuffed Critter Tavern. And he points to a fairly large wooden structure off in the distance, a little ways. If you're heading there, find the little kid with missing a hand. He's giving out flyers for a discount for food.
That her kid.
I don't eat food, but I can give it to someone else.
More of a side as you grow older.
No, you see Timmy. Timmy's still hobbling along on his prosthetic leg.
No. I meant they said there is a kid missing a hand handing out flyers, and Whitey's wondering if it's her kid. And then as he gets older, he just loses more and more of the arm.
Oh, no.
Genetics are a funny thing.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. When I found out people's bones didn't wobble, it blew my mind.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have bones.
Yeah. My, wobbly bones.
Why? Because they're hollow?
No, they just wobble. Well, they are hollow, but they also wobble.
So I guess the answer is yes. Do they wobble to and fro?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm such a good dancer.
Okay.
Basil's going to the tavern.
Yeah. What's up?
I was just gonna follow along behind him.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna chew on some furniture.
Okay. Yeah. As you head into town. Well, you're in town. You're kind of cutting across the camp. It's busy. Plenty of people. I mean, it's very much becoming a rather large town. Was camp converting into very focused on a logging economy. You do see, why don't everyone just go and give me a perception test. We'll get a roll out of the way. That way you can all use your hero point.
Oh, no. I'm not ready.
Oh, okay. Well, if not, it is the start of the session.
I don't think I'll need to use a hero point.
Take your
You should have gotten a hero point.
Yeah, that's
I've already
essentially
rolled.
what I was.
Yeah.
Good God. How many of you just rolled twos?
Somehow
I
I
rolled a-
didn't, so that's remarkable.
I rolled a 5, but I got a 17. So
Basil rolled a 2. Rowan rolled a 2. Grunk's
I rolled a
coming
2.
through with a 15.
Did roll a 2.
I got an
My
18.
bad.
I have a 29.
I forgot my bonus is 14 now.
Okay.
Great.
All right. We'll give this to Grung because I'm showing a 28 for your result and Bitey a 29 for yours. As you're cutting through, you can see there's some cages here and there, and you see a rather large cage, and it contains what looks to be 3 women that looks like they're made of wood. They look sickly. Their leaves are wilted, and they're just kind of lying on the ground, maybe very weakly leaning against the iron bars of the cage, with just these vacant expression, these hollow stares on their faces. They look pretty fucked up. And yeah, and as you kind of look around, you see them, and you're kind of going to be walking past them, not right up next to them, but maybe, a good like 20 yards out or something like that.
Is anyone like stationed around the cage?
Well, if you would have rolled better, you would notice, but no, there's not.
Okay,
I
that's
make
good.
eye contact with Grung and kind of motion for him to like obscure Basil's line of sight as we go by.
Just walking as a bouncer, keeping him out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basil's a little guy. You're a bigger dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you block his sight, he won't see it.
But also Bitey and Grung, as you kind of take in the area, you can see cages like this aren't uncommon here and there, and you can see there's different cages of different sizes, and all sorts of different strange deep forest creatures are kind of holed up in these cages.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, eventually, as you're getting closer, a bright and cheery young boy, maybe 8, comes bounding towards you. He's got a little like burlap satchel over his shoulder. He's got one hand, and as you come up, he pulls out a pamphlet. Says 10% off, room and board at Stuffed Critter Tavern. Here you go, buddies. If you're looking for a place to stay, you're not going to find anything better.
Thank you.
The food's good, the meat's real, the bed are soft, and I'm fairly certain we got rid of the bed bugs.
Hooray! I don't
What do
know.
I get for my midnight snacks?
I mean, I'm sure for request we could not change out the linens or some shit and make sure there's something crawling in there, but
I'd like to lick the pillow in the night.
that's
Have a little
fucking
snack.
weird, man.
What's where the snacks are?
All right, please
Also,
take this
what
piece of
happened to your
paper so
hand?
I can extradite myself from this conversation.
No, I want to know what happened to your hand. Yeah,
Is he not going to backflip out of here
did it,
like they all do?
Get bit off.
No, it was a logging accident. I was out there, a lumberjack, and working my craft and my trade, and, accidentally slipped with one of them new mechanical powered saws that they're using. Just took the hand right off.
Saws.
Yeah. They call them chainsaws.
Oh, what do they run on?
They run on like fucking magic and shit. I don't know. All I know is that you push the button, it starts making noise, the cutting teeth start spinning around real fast, and you can cut trees down like nobody's business. But had a little accident. Now that I'm injured, they won't let me go back to logging. My younger brother's still out there working, so,
That's a shame.
at least someone's bringing home the bacon. But I was able to get a job here at the tavern.
It's a shame you aren't on better terms with like the druids and whatnot in the forest. They could probably fix that for you.
Oh yeah, no, they're kill on sight, so we're
Yeah,
definitely not on good
What?
terms.
Yeah.
What?
That could be a problem.
The druids, because they're fucking bastards. They attack us all the time. They send
They're really
animals
nice.
after us.
Well,
The animals are really nice too.
No, they're not. They attack us as well. The druids got them all riled up and angry. Even like fucking birds and squirrels now. Dangerous. Listen, the only animals you're going to see around here are the working animals. And then we got ourselves the, oh my gosh, I wrote this word down. The porter dogs. And he kind of points out there's like some large, think like German shepherds or something running around with like baskets and shit on them, like going between building and building, essentially working as like a courier service. Other than that, anymore, like animal shows up anywhere near here, it's food. Nature has turned against mankind, and we will not lose that fight.
But you're not supposed to fight it. It's nice if you get along to it.
That's what we like, but it started fighting us first.
Okay.
Literally, no one else is having this problem. Have they? You know, this isn't your fault. This isn't your problem.
Of course, it's not my fault.
Thanks for the flyer.
Yeah.
I was born
Thanks.
in the forest. It's never fought me.
He's molded by it.
Well, don't risk going back into it now. I mean, they'll probably fuck you up now. I mean, you've been, yeah.
I don't think so. My dad's a druid.
You
He's
just
nice.
start shuffling
Hey.
him away.
Your dad's a druid.
Yeah.
Why don't you come with me? I want to show you something.
Okay.
No,
That'll be great.
No. No, we got our flyer. Thanks.
Oh, okay, not a problem. Okay, here, I'll tell you what. Go ahead, take this extra special flyer. It's going to give you 20% off on room and board.
What does that mean?
It means it's going to be cheaper for you to eat and stay the night at the Stuffed Critter Tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go, buddy. It's good to
Thanks.
meet you, son of a druid.
My name's Basil.
Basil, that's fantastic.
Uh,
I'm really
was-
happy to know that, Basil. Thank you.
I will scoop up both basil and the extra special 20% off.
Give
I
me.
think he's
Flyer.
more happy than he
I will
should be.
take the extra special discount and just eat it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's a free meal
Maybe you
right
should give
there
that
already.
kid that
All right.
necklace, Ava.
Oh.
Honey.
Here, for your troubles, a beautiful necklace. Try it on.
We are swiftly moving in another direction.
We're the good guys still, I think.
That kid was nice.
We are the good guys, but we're
We're the
also
good
good guys
guys.
in a very difficult position because, yeah.
You let me talk.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, Basil.
Hey, Basil.
Yeah.
You know, with your new
Yeah.
red stripes, I think it's time for a name change. Like, I know you could be Cinnamon Basil,
Ooh.
But I'm not. I'm Basil.
but you're kind of extra spicy now.
You're
You got a
seasoned.
little heat to you.
Mhm,
I think Cinnamon Basil would be good.
I don't know.
It's like a
Maybe-
nickname.
Maybe we could put a little tree nuts in your thing. We could call you Pesto.
Oh, I like
It's
it.
not bad.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
It still works too.
I like Basil. That's my name.
But you know what Pesto's made out of?
No.
Basil. It's
Can
like an
I be
upgrade.
pesto someday?
You could be.
Sure can, buddy.
You could be pesto
You
now.
Sure can.
We can just start by
You can
calling
be anything
Pesto.
you want.
Yeah.
Someday, if you really want to be Pesto, you
I
can
like
do
Basil,
that
and
too.
all my friends I've made know me as Basil.
Buddy,
I have
having
to
the-
go
Well, you know what? We could
tell
give you
so
a new
many
nickname.
people.
We could give you a new nickname.
We'll just
Buddy
call it a nickname.
Currently
We're
having
your
a
friends.
thought in his brain that one
Yeah.
day he have to eat basil.
Mm.
When he's turned to Pesto.
Yeah.
Be like the most delicious friend I've ever eaten.
Anywho, Basil, do you see that they're evil now?
I mean, they're not very nice, but they're being
No, they're
told to
not.
do this, and I'm going to tell them to stop.
Yeah,
But they're doing it willingly.
yeah.
Yeah,
But they also
but-
escalated because the druids escalated.
I don't know about that. I mean, they kind of started it, with chopping down the forest and caging these animals, creatures,
That's true.
people.
I'm
But
sure they'll leave if we just talk to the right person and tell them the right thing. They'll see.
Or we could flush them out.
Yeah, with bees. Speaking of, I do have this jar of bees, and it's getting a little quiet in there.
Bees.
Maybe I could let them out, and you could tell them to go have some flowers, and then get all of their friends and come to the camp.
Yeah.
Not sure that'll work. And if the druids are already sending their forces here and it's not really pushing them back and they're just digging in further, we gotta find some other way of doing this
Yeah.
that doesn't involve burning the whole place to the ground.
What do you mean?
Look,
I like the sound of
Look, we
that.
find the guy in charge, we stick the bees on him, and everything's fine.
I don't
Bees.
think everything would be fine. Just because one head is cut off doesn't mean two more won't take its place.
I want to go to the tavern.
but do you not
Give him this
remember
paper.
what Basil's dad was saying about maybe not just stopping at like retaking the forest and just retaking the whole countryside?
What? I don't remember that.
That was part of his speech.
I think you're gaslighting me.
No.
My dad's
I
very
just,
nice.
I just want to see fire.
Yeah.
Gaslights are bright.
Mhm.
I want to go to the tavern and give him this paper.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
see what this place
Give
is
them the
about.
10% off one.
You get some bed bugs.
Does that mean that I don't have to give them as much chalk?
You don't have to give them any chalk, buddy. We're gonna pay for you.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah, we
it's
got
a
lots of money
special-
after the,
special treat. Just
recently.
Are you
today.
thirsty, Basil? We'll get you some water that you could just soak up, and you don't have to talk to nobody. Just have some quiet
But I
time.
like talking to people. But I do need some water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You head on in there. Cat, that sounds
Cat.
dangerous.
Mhm.
I'm not looking at the chat. I need to hold it.
Cat's got
Buzz, buzz.
plans for Okoro's jar of bees.
Hey, you know what? Technically, that was the first vibrator. Was bees in a glass jar.
Risky.
Come full circle.
Uh-huh. The bees are just in that jar,
I'm not
angry,
doubting you. I'm
wondering
just
why
curious
it's getting human.
Where we found this information out.
Ye old Egypt.
No, that makes sense.
All right. You guys chat amongst yourselves for a minute. I got to go refill my glass of juice.
Oh, bye.
You gonna put some gin in that?
No answer.
His earbuds are out. He missed it.
That was a definite maybe look right there. Now.
What? I missed it. I was coughing. I've
Mm,
had a cough since I got sick in Thanksgiving.
that
It's
sucks.
not going
Yeah,
away.
I kind of get that. I think mine's finally getting less awful. But I don't know. Now everything else hurts.
Rolling dice. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh.
What?
It says April privately rolled some dice.
Oh, my. Such secrets.
What?
Secretive.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The dice roll is set to private for you. And
What?
2 of them.
Uh-oh.
Now 3.
Rolling all these question marks.
I
I know.
don't tell Ashley because she wasn't responding to my text. I was trying to get her to refill my juice.
Such secrets.
So I just went and just stole one of her bottles of juice. So now I've got white cranberry strawberry juice cocktail.
Mine.
I was
Lot of
asking just
juice.
as you pulled your earbuds out if you're going to grab some gin to go with that juice.
No, I don't have any booze.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, with the roads, I don't want to go to get booze. So I've been
Oh,
very
we had
free.
a friend abandon an entire case of Yinglings, which I've never tried.
Oh, I think Yinglings is pretty good.
Is it?
It
I
is.
mean,
I don't
I
know.
like it.
They got it for another shindig and no one touched it. So they brought it over to our
Really?
place for the last one and just said, it's your problem now. I'm like,
Oh, well, if you don't want a case of Yinglings, I would gladly liberate that from you.
okay, we'll bring it over.
Or the Alcohol Liberation Front.
I know.
Ow.
I quite like Yingling, so
Okay.
it's
Making
maybe a little darker
making it
than some people
show up
care
in a game.
for.
I might try one of them, just see if it's even.
I mean, like, it's not. If people are thinking it's like a domestic, like your Budweiser
It
or
is.
whatever else that most people drink, it's way darker than that.
I assumed it was akin to like a Budweiser or a Bud Light.
I don't know.
Or like
That's what it's like, price wise and everything else wise. It's
Uh-huh.
very similar, but it's a lot darker than they are.
Huh.
It's not like a stout dark, but
Sure.
it's probably offensive to most people who like clear water beer.
Anyway,
Yay!
I walk up to the barkeep and ask if Athena's here.
oh, hi there, little plant fella. I know.
Hi.
She should be back tonight. She's been out for a few days, and usually she doesn't stay gone too long. She's got a room reserved upstairs, so she should be back later tonight, hopefully.
Okay. I guess we'll wait here then.
Yay!
Give him the
Waiting.
paper.
Oh, you got a coupon.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, with that
Like-
coupon, it comes to 4 silver apiece. And that gets you a room for the night, and a hot meal for dinner, and a nice breakfast in the morning.
It's kind
I
of
like all
impressive.
of those things.
Yes, yes. Well, we're subsidized by the logging company, so.
Now, is this town, this area, kind of like owned by the logging company,
yes.
or is it just like, okay, all right?
They give some of us
Okay.
permission to set up businesses here as long as it serves the company.
Hmm.
They bought
That's
logging
What are you going to do
rights.
after they leave?
Well, I would imagine they're going to be here for quite a while. There's a big forest out there they've got to harvest. And
Oh, we're
then
going to ask them to leave.
the forest to leave?
Yeah. gonna do that.
The
Hey,
hammerglass.
Basil, can you come over here and look out this window with me?
Yeah, what's over there?
Well, I don't know.
Some
I want to go
stuff.
take a look. Yeah.
You should help them look.
I was going to do a perception check to see if I see any of those people in cages. And that one did.
No, it's fine. You
Thank
don't
God.
see any of the people in the cages. Basil, when you do go up to the window, and Bitey, you would see this too, is you distract Basil out the window while someone else probably exchanges the funds for room and board for the night. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Basil, Bitey, you see one of those porter dogs setting maybe, 10, 12 feet outside the window, looking directly at you two, more specifically directly at Basil, and it kind of nods its head.
Did that dog just motion to you, Basil?
Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
I'll go see what he wants.
Yeah,
And
I'll go
I'm gonna
with
hop down
you.
and run over
Um,
to him.
we're gonna go pet a dog.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
delightful.
You want to come with?
Now,
Fair
and
enough.
wash your mangy hands when you get back.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll follow Basil out to meet with the dog.
Okay.
Gonna have a meeting with the dog.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, if anyone wants to come pet the dog,
I'll come out and pet the dog, I guess.
Yeah.
I enjoy that this is the only perception checks I think I've failed the entire campaign.
right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you go outside. Those of you going outside. You approach the dog. It is just sitting there, very intently watching Basil.
I mean,
What do
is
you
this
do?
gonna
Mr.
be
Dog.
great? Not great.
It stands there and it just stares at you, Basil.
I do my best to talk to it because I've got I forget what it's called.
Wild song.
Yeah. I've got like the
Yes.
voice of nature thing
Sure.
and wild song.
Yeah, because that's one's druidic and one's the actual like speak with animals kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between that, I can like communicate with it. I don't know how advanced my communication is with it.
I think
But-
it's mainly like feelings and intent.
I know that's what it is for plants. I'm not sure with
Okay.
animals.
Well, we don't need to dig too far into that because as soon as you start trying to like spin that up on this dog, the dog, none of that. Follow me around back so we can talk in private.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All three of you. Well, it's just the top row, right? Basil, Rowan, and Bitey that went out. Did anyone else go outside?
Somehow, yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what
I'm gonna
happened.
negotiate a room with bed bugs.
Okay. Okay.
I left some silver
Not the
for
only
you.
one.
Yeah, in plain common, the dog just speaks. Very
Oh,
clear. Enough of that. Let's head around back and we'll talk.
That's probably better.
Okay.
And the dog leads you kind of around the back, a little alley behind this building. Basil,
yeah.
did you bring the items?
Yeah.
Can I have them, please?
Yes, but we're still gonna ask them to leave and then
You have 2 days.
okay.
Oh, I'm picking up what's putting down. This is Druid Daddy.
Yeah. So yeah, you hand over, you like put him in his little packs on his side. You've got 2 days.
How long have you been delivering messages for them?
I haven't. I
Oh,
tend to
okay.
sneak in, see what their goings on, find critical places to strike, try and rescue poor creatures that have been captured.
Hmm. Yeah, we let a few out last time we were here.
You should let more out this time while you're here. Some of
I'll do
my
that.
eyes and ears told me you were approaching, so I made sure to find you.
Good. Are you
Yeah, we're gonna
murder
ask
the
them
ones we
tonight,
don't
and
let
then
out?
there's an Athena lady that we were gonna ask to help us with the Kraken.
I know Athena.
Is she nice?
She is respectable.
Okay.
She's returning now. She should be here later today.
Okay. We're gonna talk to her tonight.
Very well. 2 days. Get yourselves and all other creatures you can out before sundown.
They were really excited when I told them that you're a druid.
Basil, my sweet idiot child.
It's not just us. Okay, cool.
His leaves like wilt a little bit, like like a shaved puppy.
Basil, in this camp, you cannot tell anyone that you are a child of a druid or that you yourself are a druid. And these people are at war with nature, and they will kill you.
What if they ask me though?
Do not answer.
He
or
can't
run away.
do that. You should know better.
Give them your nickname.
If they ask, just run away.
Okay. I can do that.
He looks at you, Bitey. It's better they think him an idiot than the son of a druid.
It's true. It's true. But the running away makes him look guilty.
Have you seen him run?
It is pretty adorable. All right, I see.
There's nothing guilty looking about that.
Wait. Instead, Basil.
Yeah.
Basil.
Yeah.
The dance.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I pulled the 2 bells out that I had from the
Yes.
the shop merchant.
Also, Mr. Grandfather, father, whatever person, you should also talk to him about making friends with certain entities from other places. You notice he has some new
I did notice. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I can smell.
It's okay
the...
though. He accidentally murdered them, so
Oh yeah,
something to worry
there's
about.
this really nice lady named.
Joe, you cut out.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, if there's what?
Huh?
Please take care of Basil.
He
We
needs
try.
a lot. We try.
Be gone before the night of the second day.
Yep.
And he runs
Do you know
off.
the big frog guy?
He stops for a second. Yes, I sensed that he was in the area.
Yeah, we freed him too. There was this big like caravan with this really mean chef guy, and we had to fight him. And then we let this frog guy out, and he was really nice to us. And he let us climb in his mouth, and we jumped around a lot. He killed a whole bunch of robots.
Good work, Basil. I'm proud of you for that.
And his leaves are like less wilted now.
Anyway, good luck. 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he runs off.
That's plenty of time. We only need like a few minutes to talk to whoever's in charge.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but
We'll talk to them tomorrow after Miss Dina tells us who to talk to.
yeah.
Okay. Inside, you all have negotiated for 2 rooms. Well, 2 rooms with filthy linens and bugs in the beds.
So it's the basement, right?
Yeah.
How did
and-
we negotiate so poorly while we were gone?
No, that was the feature that Akuro and Bitey were looking for. And then
We're going to the laundry room.
And then 3 rooms, all on their own, with clean linens, and one of them has a large pot with soil underneath a windowsill.
Is it in the window, clearly visible?
Yep,
Excellent.
I go to that plot.
Okay. Anything else? You've got a handful of hours until Athena's expected to be back.
Do they have anyone that can do enchanting? Maybe
Sure.
maybe Rowan wants to see about getting some enchantment done on his guns.
Yeah, that's not a problem. There is a wide array of services, and some loggers getting their axes enchanted is definitely a thing. And also
Maybe-
some of the
You know what?
hunting teams probably have their gear
I do
enchanted
want
as
to
well.
look. I want to see if I can find somewhere where I can see one of these chain saws.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you ask around for a little bit. Eventually you find a what is it? A tinkerer, whatever the fuck it's called in this setting.
As I go, I am just picking up like garbage that I find and just eating it like a little snack.
It is plenty. Now
As you
also,
do.
As you do.
here's a question. Are you all traveling together as a group, looking at things, getting stuff enchanted, looking for a chainsaw?
The first
we're
thing that
getting
we
things
do
enchanted,
after
I'll be
getting
going for
our
that.
rooms is I'm casting. I forget what it's called. Where's that? Helpful Wood Spirits. That was the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Helpful Wood Spirits. I cast that because my druid dad said that there were people here that need freed.
Oh,
So I cast Helpful Wood Spirits, and it just summons a bunch of little wood sprites, like I have multiple times. I'm just going to tell them, hey, go look for anyone that's trapped and then needs help, and then let them out. And then if you can't let them out, let me know where they are, and then I'll go get them.
beautiful.
It is only a range of 30 feet and must be sustained. So you have to like stare at it. It says so right at the very top.
Okay. I thought that was like you can cast it 30 feet away from you.
No, they can only go, I think, about 30 feet away from you.
Oh, you can move the area of the occupied apparitions up to 10
Yeah.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
That's all right. What my question was going to be is, Basil obviously know there's creatures that need freeing. He has not seen any yet, thanks to some intervention.
Actually, it stays on me. So I'm going to cast it, I think, anyways, and just have it follow me and help me.
Okay.
I love that he's like, don't tell anyone you're a druid. Immediately cast it.
Mhm.
Let me just druid in plain sight here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not telling them I'm a druid.
That's right. You're not telling them you're a druid.
Not with your mouth. Oh.
I mean, wait until it's like dark until that happens.
What is a kodama?
A what?
It says they appear like a kodama. Oh, the little things from
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, and Toruto. And Spirited Away, too. I think they're in all of them.
Okay. So, yeah. Basil comes out of his room surrounded by a horde of these little creatures.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Running
Nice.
around, opening every cabinet door.
Those things creep me out,
flipping-
so I'm staying here under the bed.
Yeah.
It's safer there, probably, maybe.
So,
I want to take my big-nosed human form.
smart. Okay. Those of you who are heading out, head out to go do things. The question is, are you going to be trying to avoid these cages to keep Basil away from them? Or if you happen into one, are you happening into one?
What now?
Are you trying to avoid creatures in cages so Basil doesn't stir up trouble?
I mean, that'd probably be for the best, but
Yeah, I'd be following you guys and then just kind of looking for them along the way.
Okay. So Rowan, you're going to give me a... Why don't we call it a survival test? No, we call it perception. Yeah, perception test.
okay. I was gonna say I'm not as good at
It's a perception
perception.
test for your survival.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh no.
25.
No,
Not terrible by any means.
That's not bad.
Okay. You do fairly well. You miss a lot of the cages as you go about. Dan, if there's any weapon enchanting you want done, we can just kind of hand wave that you do it. Standard book
Okay.
prices. John can help you sort that out.
Okay, because I have no idea.
Bitey, you do find like a mechanics like shed garage thing. And they are working on parts for chainsaws, but currently all of their chainsaws are out in the field.
Oh, how dare they?
If you want to see one, he recommends that you come by tomorrow. But he can give you, or he can show you like pieces to chainsaws and kind of explain how they work. And essentially, they're like electric chainsaws running off like arcane batteries, moving magnets and shit.
I don't like chains or saws.
Yeah. And finally, Basil, roll me
Yeah.
a D10.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be fun if you come across at least one creature cage. And that is a 6. Let me check my table. Give me a moment here as I get that. And let's see what we find. That was a 6. Why does this thing have all these wild ass names?
Bill.
Yeah, fucking
Oh,
Studebaker.
Baker.
Oh, this is a good one.
What about
Wait,
Stu
isn't this
the
homebrew,
Baker?
Chuck? You're the one that made all these names, I thought.
I know. Why am I such an idiot? You see, Basil, you finally see a creature in a cage. It's a large cage with a large creature. This
Oh,
very large, monstrous amalgamation. It kind of looks like a mix of lion and dragon and human and bird. Basil,
big old chimera thing.
you would know it, Basil. You're a druid, is a manticore.
Oh,
You
okay.
might have met one of these before in the forest. They're not known for being very friendly, even to someone like you. But it
Yeah.
looks injured.
I'll go up to him and I'll say, "Hi, Mr. Manticore. Do you need help?"
Using your animal empathy, it wants out. It's hurt. It wants to leave. It's angry.
I'll give it a like a pineapple for it to eat for
Oh.
healing.
It's not a vegetarian.
I thought I could eat anything because it's like part human too.
You know, let's see.
But-
Oh no, yeah, it will eat it. Okay, yeah. It eats it. It gets a little bit of healing. It's feeling better.
Mhm.
It's kind of nudging at the door to the cage.
And I'll try and direct my spirits to like help me open the cage and get the door open.
Bitey and Rowan, are you watching?
I was watching is this near the where they were working on the chainsaw stuff?
Oh, so Basil wandered off on his own.
I mean, that's where I still was. I don't know if anybody
Oh.
else stuck. I don't know if anyone stayed with me or if they kept following Basil, but
I don't know.
Rowan,
It depends
Grung,
on how
Okoro?
hand waving things worked out in this case.
That's
for
true. I'll
enchanting.
say you'll probably
Yeah.
be tied up with the enchanting. So then it falls to Grung or Okuro.
I'll be kind of there in
No,
my
he
big
wandered
nosed
off.
human form.
And Grung, did you say you wandered off?
Yeah, I wandered off too, just
Oh
randomly.
no, we're
Explore.
not
Okay.
helpful.
It's
None of
Basil
us are
and
helpful.
Okuro.
You know what?
Lollygaggers, thank you for that raid.
I kind of want to just see what happens if we just let Joe wander off with Basil and just see what happens and if he survives.
Well, Basil, it takes a few moments, and near a passerby notices that there's a little plant
Mm-hmm.
trying to break open the cage of a manticore.
Do I see this passerby?
They see you, yes, because you see them, because they fucking yell out. It's one of them little fuckers. As he
Hi, you want to help?
does want to help. He does, as
He
he,
wants to help you into an early grave.
yeah, let's,
Mhm.
he calls a couple of friends over. Give me a second here, because I've got to put some initiative together at the moment. Why don't we call this, we'll call this 3 guards show up.
Oh no.
And there is a Basil,
That's how Basil went to jail and or died.
and there is an Okuro. And where is my manticore? I don't have a token for the manticore.
And technically, we're not required to keep him alive.
That's fair. That's fair. And let's just roll some initiative and see how this goes. Joe, on your turn, your little 4 spirits will break the manticore free.
Okay.
So the manticore is pushing with all its weight against the door, trying to assist your or your 4 spirits.
Okay.
Then Vigilant Guard is going to run up to you. Hang on a second. I need to switch that.
Don't forget you get a hero point.
Don't forget that you get a hero point.
Woo.
It is time.
Ooh.
And he's
Back up to
gonna,
full.
you know what? You're trying to let a dangerous beast out. So he's gonna run up to you and he's gonna swing twice with his longsword.
That's
Oh
fair.
my.
First swing is a hit.
Mhm. Oh, just barely.
Yeah, it hits on the dot. And he's gonna deal 10 damage.
Okay.
Second swing, as he's weed whacking at you, is a miss. Oh,
Okay.
okay. So he hits you once. He deals 10 damage, and he starts yelling.
Fine.
Oh.
Basil, it's your turn.
Okay. So my guys open the cage.
Yeah.
And then with the rest of my action, this guy was trying to cut me down, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna attack him.
Yeah.
He's mean. He's a bad
Yeah.
guy.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna do gouging claw. Good old gouging claw.
Okay.
And we're gonna do attack. Should I target them?
Yeah. Go ahead and target if you're targeting the one that hit you.
Hit.
That's a hit. Go ahead and put your damage out there.
Okay.
Holy shit. 20 damage.
With 5 bleed.
Good God. That's fucking rough. All right. Anything
I think
else?
this level it got leveled up.
Yeah.
And then I will cast guidance on Akuro with my last action.
Okay. Akuro, you're still hanging back. I mean, I put you in initiative in case you want to participate.
If he wasn't
in
jumping
initiative.
in, then I would throw it on the Manticore.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I'm not going to be doing anything until a couple of other guys act, unfortunately.
Sure,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. So, Basil, it's still your turn. Jake, give me a perception test.
All right. Ooh, I
Nat
see
20.
everything.
Okay. You see some of Basil's foliage ruffle up a little bit, and something shoots out. A small little marble of light that expands and expands and strikes at the location of the other two guards. Give me a second here. Okay. Erupting in a giant ball of fire. All right, they both fail. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's a lot of damage.
Oh.
Hitting
All right.
both of them for 37 points of damage, incinerating both of them, leaving nothing but charred husks.
My.
I put a lot of people in there. Rowan and Afa, you're not here. Buddy, you're not there. Akuro, what do you do?
Is crapping myself a free action?
It is, yeah.
That's a good spell, Akuro.
Yeah, I'll channel my kinetic elements here. And as part of that, I'll do a single action blast against the last guy.
Okay.
This time it'll be, well, you know what? I'll keep up appearances and make it fire. One action. There we go.
Does that hit him? That hits him.
Should,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should probably target the guy.
Oh, wow. Good damage roll.
12 damage.
Nice.
You fucking ice him.
Nice,
As he
I think.
also falls to the ground, smoldering, not charred like the other two. Anything else on your turn, Akuro?
I'll try to get the Manticore free.
Manticore's free.
All right.
Joe's Forest Spirits broke it out on his
Okay.
turn as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So the Manticore, it bumps to the Manticore's turn. It
Now,
leaps
what will he do?
out of the cage like the door was open. It leaps out of the cage. It stares at Basil for a moment. It licks its lips and remembers the taste of pineapple. And then fucking charges off through the camp towards the forest, knocking down tents, taking swipes at passerbys, leaving a swath of destruction as it
Yes.
escapes, saved by Basil.
It's pretty impressive they caught one.
It really is.
I just hope it was caught by Athena, and now she's gonna be pissed.
She only hunts vampires, right? That's in a name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, complete side note. Back when I started, back in my day, when I first started playing Second Edition, many, many years ago, I had a character who was a vampire hunter who lost an arm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it just weird.
How it all comes around.
It is. It is.
Okay. Well, Basil and Akuro, you clear out.
The
crew-
path of destruction that leads back to you.
Yeah,
no,
now's a good time to run away.
yeah.
Okay.
Bravely.
We'll do our little time skip. You all meet back up at the bar.
Chainsaws are fascinating. I wish I could get something like that for my teeth.
That would be
Teeth
fucking
saw.
cool. That would be really
It's a way to
goddamn
make your
cool.
teeth just ring.
Yeah. Need a lamprey mouth and
That's it. That's the solution.
I hate those.
All right. So, anything you want to do, or are we going to hit the button and have Athena return?
I'm good with that. Basil's just waiting at this point.
Okay. Akuro, any thoughts on what happened?
Yeah.
They haven't even told us.
So, fellas, I don't think demons die when you chop their heads off.
No?
What?
They
No,
stop moving.
I think they, yeah, they also start moving again through, Basil's haunting aura.
What?
Basically, he lit a couple of people on fire without even trying, which, frankly, kind of puts me off. I mean, it's like I have to try.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was your thing.
Yeah, but
So
I
you're
thought you
just
did that.
admitting that you're intimidated right now
I
because he
wouldn't
didn't have to
say
try.
intimidated.
So you're saying what's her
One-upped.
face is maybe not dead?
You've always been more of a lightning and air slash person, I think. So
I that's true. The
I
storm
think
that
you're
killed my family was
just-
both fire and lightning. So intimidated is not the word. The
To
word
me-
I'm looking for is not impressed.
off put,
Oh, what's the
I-
word I'm thinking of?
jealous,
Not quite.
All right, now that's just
envious.
all right.
Oh wait, I was talking to Aoife.
Ashamed.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah.
We're
That's
supportive
the
friend
only
group.
explanation for this right now. Because we watched her get decapitated.
Mhm.
I will say she's good. She knows her stuff.
Does that mean that
And I
she's
would
going
know.
to kill me
I'm an
because I
excellent
make fun
judge.
of her all the time?
Oh, that was a
Probably.
given, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
So it's nice to know that Basil is haunted by a demon.
I mean, Basil was already haunted. He
Haunted?
had that like shadow dude, right?
He's haunted by
What was
by
that?
the Shadow Man,
Yeah.
and then but he befriended the devil lady that
Mhm.
he then accidentally killed.
You don't have
Yeah.
to
Job
keep
on that, by the way.
reminding me.
It's fine. Your construct's probably still good. You can go to hell.
unfortunately, you
It's
can
either
still
so
go
good
to
or it
hell.
needs to
Yeah.
be renewed, one of the two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's at least 9 of them waiting for you.
Bold of you to assume I needed her to do that in the first place.
That is a fair point.
That's
Mm.
yeah. So let's not
Joe said
cheese
something.
off Basil anytime.
What was that, Joe?
I'm not haunted.
No, what are you?
I said I'm not haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay, and
was the fire thing that Akuro was talking about? I didn't hear that.
What?
What was the fire thing that
Now,
that
I
Akuro
want
was
to
talking
point
about?
something out because this is a very fun thing. In character, you saw the same thing that you just saw in real life where Basil was talking
Oh,
and all of a sudden the sound went away.
oh, okay.
oh, so this is a thing that's happening.
Yeah.
What?
I see.
What?
Yeah, I'm not haunted.
I guess the question then would be, if we notice that happening, is it all noises are going away or just his noises
Just
are
his
going away?
noises.
Just his noises? I don't have any arcane training
I got nothing.
or occult, so
I mean,
didn't
I'm a
notice
master
anything.
of the occult myself, but I mostly deal with the spirits of the deceased rather than demonic entities.
Well, wouldn't she too be a spirit of the deceased, considering Basil decapitated her?
Hey, that's not bad thinking,
Well-
actually.
Yeah.
God. You can't
we
just
could-
let a dead woman lie.
Well, she was lying before she was dead. Oh.
Mighty is just staring at Basil, talking silently, and he's like, huh. And Bitey's over here also thinking, if only I could read.
only I could read lips.
I'd read I mean, I can make kind of the words with the
Yeah.
with the charcoal and the bark, but
You do.
Maybe
What?
can
Basil
you write?
is actively participating in this conversation. Just most of his words don't have sound.
Maybe Basil, can you write instead?
Wait, what was the name of the lady we were waiting
Hmm.
for?
Athena.
Athena.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, could you just
Hang on.
write in chalk on this table here what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, see, we can't hear you, and I think we've established that. So you got to write instead, because probably we're either all about to die or something else.
I can't write.
Damn it. Ugh. All right.
What?
I guess we should have expected a
You
plant
have
to be
chalk and
literate.
can't write?
I could. Well, I know how to write.
Oh, so it's not
I write
that
my
you
name
don't know
Basil.
how to write.
On the table with a
Oh,
little smiley face after it.
That's what it
So
could
you
write.
can't write that stuff.
As you all are having this heated conversation, the door swings open
Middle of a tavern.
and in steps a very impressive looking woman. Leather armor, giant sword slung across her back, one arm, these giant mass ringlets of curls for hair. She's got an eye patch.
For both eyes.
For both eyes. She
That's what was
just
so loud. She just hit the door.
she walks up to the bar. She moves the stool out with her foot, and she's maybe like 6.5, 7 feet tall, very muscular, but still appears to be just human. Sets down on the stool, gives a nod to the barkeep. Regular, 3 of them, as he starts pouring 3 giant mugs of beer.
We should ask her if she knows who Athena is.
Yes, we should. Go for it, Mason.
Okay. And Basil will run up to the bar and say, like, hey, do you know who Athena is? We're waiting for her.
Killing me.
Huh?
Your cat's killing me. She's like, ah.
Yeah. No, this
Always
is what she
kills when
does.
do that.
Yeah, she looks down at you. She ruffles your little head feathers or head leaves. I'm Athena.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
We're supposed to talk to you about killing a kraken.
No, it wasn't the Kraken.
Is it not about the kraken?
That's coming in
I thought-
hot there, little one.
I thought we were supposed to ask her about the kraken. And then there's also a vampire guy. But I don't know if we're
That's-
ready for him yet.
That sounds more correct if you're needing to talk to me about something. I don't kill krakens because that's not my job title. My job title is vampire hunter. And
Oh,
that's-
yeah, we know a
They're in
vampire.
cahoots.
Yeah.
They're friends with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to get paid to kill the kraken, so I'm not going to kill the kraken.
Fair.
But I will get
Yeah,
paid
they're
to
both
kill the
underwater.
vampire.
And then it's a vampire that walks in circles a lot.
It's a
Have you fought
really-
any of those?
I haven't. No.
He walked in circles a lot. It was like a big circle that he made in the ground from walking.
Okay. Was it a small room?
Yeah,
Was he locked in there
I think
assuming
so. With the kraken.
with the kraken? It can't be that small of a room if he was locked in there with the
It was a
kraken.
small
he
room
was
in a
was
big
small,
room.
And then there was a big room outside of that where that kraken was in. And now it's eating all the fish, and we need to go kill that. But also, I think the vampire is bad too. We took his dice from his basement.
Oh. Can I see the dice?
I think they're in my friend's hair.
Why
I'm
would
not
you
sure.
want to see the dice?
I don't think Basil knows that information specifically.
Someone has them. I don't have them, but we have them somewhere.
Okay. Wait, if you've got vampire dice, I've never heard of anything that silly before, so I just want to see
Oh,
if the
no,
little
no.
one is making sense or
I don't
He
know
never
if they're
As simple
vampire
as he
dice or
is
if they're just
cute.
dice that the vampire found.
They're not vampire dice. No.
oh, you just found some dice in a
Mhm.
Yeah, in
vampire's
his basement.
lair. In the vampire's basement.
Yeah,
Probably
apparently
how he
they're
kept himself
powerful.
occupied.
Very dangerous.
This one
Aside
was
from
Couldn't
locked
walk
up
them
like
we couldn't get the people to leave.
a
Oh
really
yeah, do you know who's
long
in charge so I could get them to leave?
because they didn't know how to stop it.
There's so much talk, and I just got in coming from every direction.
what?
Sorry,
You
I'm
want
very
something to
excited.
eat?
I would love something to eat. Are you buying?
Yeah, we
Sure.
have 10% off.
Everybody gets 10% off.
Oh,
Everybody?
As
oh,
long
I
as you have
think
a
I got
flyer.
20% off.
Oh, no.
No.
No, you miss. He doesn't even know how to write. Don't trust him. Bro, why are
What? You can't taste the extra caffeine they put in all the food to make it addictive?
Oh, nutcase.
Let's go to a table and have a chat. And she goes to the barkeep. I'll have my food over there on the little green ones tab.
I'll set down some chalk as I walk away.
Well, you all know my name, so you might as well tell me yours.
I'm Basil.
Hi, Basil.
I'm Ava.
Rowan, Afa.
I wasn't supposed to tell you that, and I run away.
Oh God.
I'll go bring him back. Go
I'm
scoop him
Bitey.
up.
Bitey.
Uh-huh.
Well, what about you, tall, dark, and green?
Wrong.
Very well.
His name is just like the color.
Grung.
Yeah, that's perfect. Your little plant friend is weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're not there.
You
You're
say
hurting.
thank you as Apha's like dragging you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
pictured
like,
her just like grabbing my head and picking me up, cartoon style. That's my feeling.
anyway, I'm not going to help you with the Kraken.
That's fair. We weren't here to talk to you about the Kraken.
If you have a vampire, we can talk prices.
I mean, there's information to know about this particular one.
Okay.
What did we all learn from the monks again? I don't remember things so well.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing is maybe it'd be better to tell you along the way.
No.
I think they want paid first.
Yeah,
That's
you get it.
How much to hunt a vampire?
And we can't leave yet because we have to ask them to leave.
Yeah.
Who are you? Okay, Basil. I'll come back to you. Have you had that one tested for like that attention?
We're not his parents.
No.
Okay.
We're not
It's
even
better this
related.
way.
So the answer is no. No, we haven't.
Anyway,
We just assume.
why don't we're just talking? So
I
we'll
do
just
remember. We already have Kraken poison, so we're good.
'cause that's just a thing you can get, Kraken poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought it from the lady that I accidentally cut her head off.
God damn it.
Oh,
We're good at making
Basil, why don't you
friends.
tell her all about
He
Katrina?
starts crying again.
oh. Just for that, I'll knock $50 or 50 gold off. I was gonna tell you it's 100 gold just to talk with me logistically about a vampire, but for that, 50.
Is that like a down
Yeah.
payment?
That is a down payment.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
an
well, this particular
information payment.
vampire, you get close to this vampire, and then all of a sudden you're like several miles away from where you were, and you don't know how you got there.
It's not uncommon,
Oh,
especially
big
for
mansion
the
up there.
thralls of a vampire.
Next to Sandlow.
The what
Oh.
now?
The
So we're
thralls.
that.
Thralls.
What how does that happen?
What's
Usually, the vampire feeds off someone enough that they become permanently enchanted and under the vampire's influence.
How
Does that
would
mean that we're
someone
that?
know?
I mean, usually it's you wake up in strange places, no recollection of what you've done, but others may tell you stories about odd behaviors of yours. Have you all been around a lot of kidnappings?
Sort of. Yeah.
Well,
We were also around a
Kidnappings.
town where everybody was way too happy, and then they were super duper sad.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
All right, each of
And
you.
there's a man who plucked pumpkins.
Oh,
Mhm.
you know old Farmer Jenkins.
Mhm.
We do!
Regrettably.
Unfortunately, I didn't like him very much.
I can imagine not. That's your cousin he's talking to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like I've forgotten a lot.
Would have been
That was like
better.
right at the beginning of the campaign.
It was.
God.
Shit. All right. Anyway. Oh yes, all of you, well, except for you, Leafy one. Stick your necks out. Let me look.
Normally you'd have to buy me dinner first, but okay.
Oh, shut
I'll
up.
start
You'll do it
plucking
if
out
I
a few
tell you
feathers.
oh
to. She
Is it because I'm not tall enough to be a vampire?
because you don't have the stuff that vampires want.
Oh, okay.
No bites, so it's not a traditional vampire. And you said that they were extremely happy and then extremely sad. Was anything else happening in town around that same time?
Those
Yeah,
things
like
that we
these
killed.
demon
Yeah, they're-
guys, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there like they said something, the sorcerer got killed.
There's a bunch of lemurs.
Yeah, the lemur
And
monkeys.
the little red
slug-
thing.
slug thing.
that
Little
moved
red-
real
red
fast.
thing, Yep.
Okay.
We
Little
killed a
red
few of
pixie
those in
guys.
that one tower.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the weird little like demon babies?
Mm-hmm.
Have you come across other people where did you come across other people where after one of your blackouts, they were in a drastically different mood with that defies reason or logic of the situation?
Yeah, there was this
I mean,
lady
it's
I called,
happened.
helped psychically with my authentic powers, and she was very happy. Although initially she was very sad when I tried to console her. She was way too happy afterwards. It was weird.
All the people were happy in the town, even though a bunch of people were dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these blackouts, how long do they usually last? Are we talking
days.
Days?
Oh,
Couple, 3 days.
They last
we
as
also
long as you sleep.
we found our own footprints at the old church that we had gone to investigate.
Yeah, outside Sandlow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's...
I think we blacked out there multiple times, in fact.
I think so, from the amount of tracks that we saw. Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah,
should.
apparently we walked away. People saw us walking, but we didn't remember seeing them.
Okay.
I didn't remember going.
Okay.
I thought we time traveled.
Well, you're all definitely thralls of a vampire.
Dang
That's
it.
crap.
You're
Even
not
me.
so far gone. You'll probably think of it like, do you know what a sleeper agent is?
No,
Yes, but why don't you explain it to us?
A sleeper agent is someone who is, and she gives you a strong look at that Akuro and a little grin. The sleeper agent is someone who doesn't realize that they're working for someone until certain conditions are met. And then all of a sudden, like their mind control kicks in and they kind of black out while their bodies do the task that it's been instructed to do.
oh, like Timmy with the Shadow Man that wants to pluck out my leaves and watch me dry out in the sun.
You have had a very fucked up little life.
Yeah,
Timmy's right over there.
You should see
I just stopped my
Timmy.
dad from killing everyone.
Okay. So I definitely think we're dealing with a vampire, not a traditional sanguine style vampire. There's a few varieties, but I would need more information before we can really confirm what type it is, but that doesn't really matter. The solution is simple. You 6 are useless in this.
That checks out.
Because the closer you get, the stronger its power over you. And you said if you've been going to one place and you don't remember, that's probably where its lair is. Luckily, it's a very easy solution. I'll go there and I will cut its head off. It will die. And then I will return to you with its head.
Oh.
And you will pay me the rest of my fee, which after that discount, the grand total that you would owe me, another 400 gold.
Oh. Do we have that many golds?
Sorry, what?
Yes,
Sure,
of course
yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
How much is that in chalk?
Malich, thank you for the raid. That's fantastic. We're playing some Pathfinder. And the party is talking to a highly competent vampire hunter.
Yes,
which
unlike
really
us.
shows a lot of contrast.
Yeah.
A
know what
great
you're
deal of
talking about.
contrast.
So that's my fee. You paid 50 down, another 400 when I return. I suppose I could talk to you about a discount. But in order to do that, we would have to find what triggers you, your programming, and then I would follow you back in this state, which would make it easier for me to infiltrate its lair. If I can just sneak in with you.
We can just walk in
go to the church,
and then
I
you can
think.
follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
Is-
to happen when you go to that church.
Yes, there's a difference between you being summoned Kind of like the defenses are down a little bit so that you can enter.
Oh, I see.
Versus
Like, we
you
need to do
showing up
something else.
uninvited.
Mm.
Yes. So I need more information from you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what other things that we have done that has prompted that to happen to us. Because it has
At a
happened.
hotel. Yeah.
So why don't we give there's not a good, like, I want a history or remember something. Why don't we just call it perception checks? Why don't you give some perception checks and I'll
That sounds fair.
see if you guys roll high enough for me to litter some clues at you.
Perception. I'm super good at that.
Perception!
Debatable.
Father! Oh,
Father!
Always getting shown up by Basil.
Holy shit.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For being so
What's that?
naive, Basil sure is perceptive.
Mhm.
Wasn't there a way to re-roll it all fancy like?
If you right-click on it.
0 point? Right click, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
right
see
click, then select reroll.
Right click on it in chat.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Figure I can try to do a little better, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll do worse, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Firefox has
Aha.
been keeping up with our rolls.
Now I too have 30'd.
You pull out your Sword of Omens
So
and ask for sight beyond sight.
the first clear awakening
Ah!
that you had would have been the kind of session 1, where you all kind of came to outside of Sandlow. And you entered town and everyone was ridiculously happy despite there was just a very violent and brutal murder of an entire family. The second very clear time was in Tarmsworth, where there was the woman who was upset that her fiance, she left her. I don't remember the exact details, but essentially she
No,
was
that's the problem.
heartbroken.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
It wasn't Roshonda. There's a note about Bitey's first poop.
What?
It was after Bitey ate the cursed skeleton.
Yeah. I mean, that was important.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. There's session 4.
I could go for another skeleton.
It's a rare treat, right?
Right. That's how you
Delicacy.
defeat the curse, is you eat the skeleton. That's
Yeah.
And you
that's
all,
just science.
I don't know
Just
if you all
science.
realized it, but you remember the shit with the tongueless people?
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, vaguely there
We
is.
found a few toneless people.
Yeah, you resolved that quest arc. I don't know if I made that clear by taking out the cultists in the swamp.
No,
You don't know
yeah,
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were stealing tongues out of spellcasters.
Snake cult butt people.
Oh yeah.
All right, there's the goblin stuff.
That's
It's
how
one
I
of
learned
those
about
where-
poisons.
A quest pops up that you completed it with a name that you don't recognize.
Yeah.
You're playing through, like, I guess I did that.
I know I kept notes on that, but by fucked if I remember where it was at. Because there's the crypt.
Was it with the lizard folk?
No, this was before that.
There's the lady that we found that we brought back to the druid camp.
That was Roshonda, and then later you escorted her to Tarmsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been session 7 or session 8. I don't have the exact notes. Anyway. Griffin, no, I never settled on a fucking campaign name because the campaign name I just settled on, I realized I don't like. So it is currently the Nameless Campaign.
This campaign. That's the name. Playing this campaign.
Let's see. Anyway, yeah, she was heartbroken. And then Akuro did a little bit of fortune telling. Didn't seem to fucking work. But then the next morning, which ended up being a few days later, you all suddenly returned to town and she was super fucking happy.
I remember that. Is that when the place got burned down?
No, that
The inn
was
tavern got burned down.
Was that then? That might have been there too.
I think she was staying there.
Yeah, that sounds, or either that or that was by the sea. I think that was by the sea that burnt down.
Yeah, that's right.
That was when you were dealing with the lizard folk.
Yeah.
And those are the two really big ones that stand out. The other blackouts you had were because you tried to enter the big ass house outside of Sanlo. So it definitely seems to be around extreme emotional distress that your thrallness kind of triggers.
So we should either get people really happy and excited here by buying them free drinks. Is that enough?
Maybe that's what happened to Basil earlier.
What happened to me?
Well,
Well, I mean, Akuro said you were throwing some big magic or something. Or was
No,
it something
I wasn't
else?
throwing
with
magic.
Akuro? It was me.
It's not me.
It looked like you said Katrina. I didn't hear it, but it looked like you said that.
huh?
Okay, so he's just not allowed to talk about her.
Okay, cool. That's a whole other thing, Miss
Yeah,
Athena. I'm sorry that we're kind of bad at this.
Somehow you've survived.
Mm-hmm.
And you've talked
That's
about
about
a
the
lot
best
of
we can say.
wild shit so far.
That seems like if we were a cohesive group that had a name, that would be it, or a slogan. Somehow we survived.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There was goblins who thought they were spiders.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That's not so far off.
No, I
They're
mean, they
kinda
were
mean.
really committed to it.
Okay.
We freed a giant frog.
Anyway, so it sounds like extreme emotional distress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe so.
Mm.
How committed are you to killing this vampire?
I mean, I don't want to be a thrall.
Yeah, I'm not.
If
fan of
he's
that.
releasing Krakens and it's messing up the world, that's pretty bad. I don't know what else he's going to do. So I think we should kill him or
Okay.
make him stop or ask him to stop.
Here's
I vote for murdered.
Yeah, well, it's not the murdering part. I mean, that's just a cost of money. If you want this to be cheaper, we have to get your thrallness to pop off, right?
Right. Which that's going to be probably the problem, right?
It's not a problem now that we know what might cause it. It's just,
Like,
do you
gonna be
have the resolve?
sure. I've got an idea how we can even do it. Probably, maybe.
What's your idea? Let's hear that first before I tell you mine.
Oh, I was just gonna say that this is a great one for Basil. We go and set some more creatures free
I don't.
around town.
Oh,
Panic.
Panic is a strong emotion.
it is. Here's my thought.
I like that plan.
Someone let a manticore out earlier, and I don't want to point any fingers.
At the edge of camp, there's a newly engaged couple. Sneak in there tonight and kill one of them.
Oh, see, now that's
I don't
not
like
what
this
we wanna
plan.
do. They're innocent.
The other one will be so distressed. Like I said, it's if you have the resolve.
I don't have the resolve.
Okay.
Unless we could do something else.
It sounds like
You-
a job for Afa.
That is very
What if-
cold-blooded.
What if they think they died but they didn't?
That would work.
Okay.
But then you won't be there to free them. Like if you're going to kidnap one of them,
Yeah, just for a little bit.
and then your vampire thrallness will trigger with the extreme emotional distress. You'll probably kidnap the other one and bring them back to the castle. at best your 4 or 5 days
They
of
may
this
both die instead.
kidnapped person. If you want to try your idea, Rowan, go release some beasts. See if they kill someone who's going to be sad about, someone else being dead in town.
So really, it's murder is like the only way you think that this is going to happen, right?
I mean,
I can do it.
extreme emotional distress. How do you trigger extreme emotional distress?
Panic. Light a building on fire.
I think it has to be from people that aren't us too, because I was really distressed earlier
Yeah.
and nothing happened.
You've all probably been pretty well tapped of extreme emotional responses.
Is he like eating on those? Is that what he does?
It's probably why you've all survived so long. You just don't have the big feelings in you anymore.
The
Is that a good
antidepressants.
thing?
I was going to say it's the depression.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, certainly that might cause it. Get enough people to be super panicked and it may trigger it.
Hmm.
Oh, well, that'll be fixed in about 2 days.
Or one day if we can get
I
them
don't think we
to
want to wait that
leave
long.
before.
That was we should probably mention that you don't want to be here in 2 days.
Oh yeah, my dad's gonna try and kill everyone with the trees.
Well, my contract was paid up front.
I'm pretty sure people is going to be panicking right about that.
That's true.
We were trying to get people to like leave before they die.
Yeah, it definitely can't be emotional response because Basil was pretty traumatized when he accidentally killed his friend.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Gonna reset my
Sure.
my earbuds here. I'm getting a lot of latency right now.
Oh no. Well, I'll give you. I'm stumped. I don't really want to murder somebody.
That's fair. I mean,
Let me light a building on fire.
Aoife did say that might work.
That would
There's
do some
plenty of
murder.
liquor bottles around here.
Oh,
Get the
Drung is
local
also
temple.
volunteering for some murder.
Yeah. You light several buildings on
Can
fire.
I yell fire first and then have people leave and then we set the fire and then they don't die? And then we can start in the middle so it doesn't spread to the forest.
No.
Yeah, whatever makes you feel better about it, Basil.
There is a
That would
temple
make me feel better.
in the center. If you start by burning a church, that might get a stronger reaction.
Ooh, I like
Heresy
the sound of
and panic.
What about it?
Yay.
I hear those burn well and people get upset about that.
What is it?
Which
An
things?
orphanage.
that. Orphanage?
Not in this
That's
world.
That's a
Say.
classic Defenders of Kobold move right there.
You
A
just
blade
of
make sure
town
the door
armor.
is shut and
Plate of town armor. Oh no. That's
is
why the
the
orphanages
god of
are
the
always on the
local
outskirts of
church?
town.
That is
Yeah.
still
let's
a
just
great
go burn the
idea.
church
Jim.
wait,
down.
I got an
Yeah.
idea. If you're gonna burn a building down, why don't you find out where the town hall is and burn that down?
That's
Oh,
a
there
great
it is.
idea.
Hey, we've already been in that before.
Or the
right?
mansion or whatever that the leader lives in.
He does live the kind of like the main company structure. It's not far off from that temple.
We could just burn all of the town down.
Where's that at?
And she kind of points out where it would be at.
You think he's asleep right now?
Probably not. Give it an hour or two and he'll at least be home. And then you can yell fire. And your friends
Well, I
can
want to
start
ask him
lighting
to leave
fires.
first.
Perfect.
That is a great way to appear more guilty than you already are.
Mhm.
Because if you say, hey, please leave, pretty please, and then a little while later the building burns down.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess
they
that
would
You
would
know,
look
Basil,
bad.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I'm sure there's like a lake or a river or like some sort of stream somewhere nearby here, right?
Yeah, there's a river north of here.
Yeah. So
But they're
if
sending
you
limestone.
go to the river and you hang
Mhm.
out, in the water, by the water, whatever,
Mhm.
as people are coming to like gather water to put out the fires, then you can check on them and make sure they're okay, and you can heal them if they're hurt.
Okay.
That does sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
Well, you all finish your plan out.
Someone needs to probably be there with him to stop him from anything unnecessary, which I am sure is going to happen.
I have to walk through a whole lot of camp to get all the way to the, the north part of it.
Yes. Anyway, I've finished my meal here. I'm going to head out, and I'll wait outside of town and keep an eye open for you. Whatever you're going to do, try to have it done in 2 hours.
Okay.
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 And she leaves.
Well, shit.
All right. Well,
So you all come up with your plan.
yeah. Mm. The problem with this plan, I think, is always going to be Basil. No offense.
That's why he's going to be at the river.
I don't know
Basil
that that's
likes
so...
that idea a lot
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because he thinks it makes sense that people would run to the water and he'd be able to
Yeah.
help them.
It's just, what will he say while he's there?
That is
Yeah. My friends are burning the
Definitely
building down, so I'm here to help you.
My friends have
Yeah.
started the fire. I hope you're all okay.
Yeah, he would rat us out in a heartbeat.
Or we task Basil with freeing all the as many of the critters as we can.
Well, she said we had 2 hours.
Oh, we have to let all the creatures out before we start the fire. Because they'll be trapped and then they're going to die in the fire. And I don't want that to happen.
I mean, it would probably be easier for us to release them in the chaos of said fires.
But
Or it might provide a distraction for setting the fires.
Ooh.
Actually,
that's a good
yeah.
point.
is it windy today? In the
High or low, Joe?
fuck. Hi.
Roll to 60. Yes, it is windy.
Okay. Well, I didn't want it to be.
Oh,
windy.
if you wanted it to not be windy, then it is not windy.
Okay.
Yay! The less chaotic decision. All right.
Because if it's not windy, then he'd be more willing to use the fire as a distraction to let things out of cages. But if it is windy, Basil would be very aware that fire spreads faster when it's windy.
Okay.
So
And he'd be scared to start the
Would-
fire without letting the cages out first if it's windy.
would Rowan be our best bet for setting a good fire?
I mean, a
Being
Kuro
as he
mean-
is
is a
about
fire crow.
explosives and
Either that or, I mean, we are in a tavern. We can make some cocktails.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
I think that's there as a valid observation, though. Kuro is, I think, specialized at that.
that's true.
Maybe.
Well, the two of you working in concert.
Yeah, because he can't necessarily set both on fire at once.
Do I have cool things for starting fires
You have a
So-
gun.
specifically?
I've got
I mean, I have
telekinetic
gun.
projectiles, so I could just.
Yeah.
I got cool things for starting fires.
What do you
Nice.
got?
I've got
I got-
fireball and I can throw rocks.
Wait, you can cast a fireball?
Yeah.
You can
I've
straight
done
up
that a few
just,
times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're pretty good at it too.
Well, I
Don't
didn't do
tell
it
us
today.
all.
scorching blast.
What's that? Oh, you're talking. Oh, yeah, because you got some special gifts from Miss Katrina earlier.
Yeah, Miss Katrina loves me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got.
You should have a
Special
fire ability
choice.
too, Afa.
I don't.
What fire ability did you get, Tyler?
Scorching blast.
You would have Scorching Blast as well, Afa.
Kind of whack.
oh. So
Okay,
the
so you fellas
contract-
can start the fires.
Yeah,
I'll
for signing
control the
contract.
wind to keep the fires contained while also burning more brilliantly.
Now, what do we want to light on fire? Just the town square?
And the guy's humble abode.
That's what I meant.
The temple
Oh.
and the leader's house, I thought is what it was.
I don't want to light the temple on fire.
Well, I mean, it could just be like an evil god. We'll find out which god is worshipped at that temple, and then if it's a dickhead, we'll burn it down.
Okay.
It would be
I wanna
All
go
right,
out.
there we go.
because I don't
And-
know all the deities in the Pathfinder setting, but it would be like one of them neutral ones, probably devoted to like making a shitload of money.
Abadar.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. We can burn that down. We don't
That's
like that
gotta
making money,
commerce.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Are
can
there
go with
any
basil.
porter dogs in here?
No,
Okay.
they would come in and out every now and then.
I
but
would
you're
try it.
getting-
The next one that comes in, I want to stop and ask a question.
Sure. Okay. One comes in.
Yeah. Because I have animal empathy. So you can ask questions, receive answers from, and use diplomacy skill with animals. So
Are you my
Uh,
dad?
I can
Bark,
actually
bark.
talk to animals, and I think the plants are just emotions. So
Bark, bark.
I just want to ask one of the porter dogs if there's any people that look like me in any of the cages. And those are who I want to start with first, so I can ask them to help me free more creatures from cages.
Sure. Yeah. There's that cage of druids, and there's a few other cages with some leshies in it. Sure.
Okay. So that'll be how I plan my route on
Okay.
where to start is other humanoids that are trapped that can open other cages.
Okay.
So it's faster.
So let's go through this one of you, each of you one at a time to figure out what you're doing in this plan. We'll do a couple rolls to see how things are going to go. So Basil, you are heading out to free humanoid creatures in cages and then beasts in cages.
Yep.
Okay. Rowan, what are you going to be doing?
They all sound like things I don't want to do.
Okay.
So I guess whoever would like some help.
Okay.
That way, you know.
We'll come back to you then so
By
you can
themselves,
shore up someone else.
Yeah.
All right. Bitey, what are you going to be doing?
I think Bitey will stick with Basil and act as Basil's bodyguard
Okay.
in case guards pop up or, something goes sideways.
Bitey and Basil are teaming up on team release creatures. Grung, what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna light a fire.
Okay. Which place are you going to be starting?
The town center,
Okay.
like the
That
where
means
the
you
guy
can't-
lives.
You can't sing the Billy Joel song.
That's
I
okay.
didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
Somebody else can sing. They didn't start.
You're
the fire.
officially removing yourself
Basil,
from
I
the list
can't.
of eligible singers.
Dang.
Basil
Akuro.
and all the
Just
nature
getting ready
friends
for
will
it.
sing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akuro, what are you going to be doing?
I will regulate the air and the fire in order to keep it contained to
Okay.
our targets.
Okay. And Afa, are you making Molotovs and projectile yeeting them? Or what are you doing?
I will. I think since the fire is already covered, I'll probably start heading towards like the north side of town because I'm sure people will be heading that way to like get water and whatnot. So you can like streamline the area
So you're going to be helping the townsfolk?
potentially.
Okay. All right. So Akuro and Grung are Team Fire. Basil and Bitey are Team Animal. Afa is going to be assisting townsfolk with water, possibly. And Rowan, who are you going with?
I guess just to make this as complicated as possible, I'll go with Aphas, so at least we have nobody by themselves.
Okay. All right. So, Team Animal.
Maybe we trip them up a little bit, so that way we can help the panic spread.
Okay.
Or it's just acid and not even water.
Yeah.
Just start shooting.
All right.
I'm alchemically turning your water into gasoline.
Oh God!
Team Animal, you're going to give me, I want Joe to give me a perception test for finding creatures. And Bitey's going to give me a perception test for keeping threats off Basil's back. Very nice.
Boom.
Very
I'm
nice,
gonna
Bitey.
hero
Ooh.
point that for sure.
Okay.
Dang.
It's a fantastic roll.
That was a great roll. I'm very
Oh, that's
surprised.
so close to a nat 20.
23.
It was.
Still all right. So Basil, you get a little lost, a little turned around, but Bitey,
Mhm.
you're there helping keep Basil out of trouble. You know, you're doing the solid snake thing around Basil's area, just dropping people and chokeholds and shit, so that way Basil can move around without much trouble.
And I'd be healing with like the first aid stuff.
Okay.
Whenever I release humanoids.
Sure. Grung and Akuro. Grung, you start throwing your scorching rays at the town center.
Mm-hmm.
It starts going up, and Akuro, you start channeling your wind into it, getting that fire to burn super fucking hot without spreading too far, at least not in places that you don't want it to go. So I think for each of you, what do you got?
I just want to, just a total side note. When after Bitey knocks guards unconscious,
Yeah.
whatever hand is opposite from their sword, he bites their fingers off that hand.
Oh, that way they can't draw their sword.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Wow, you're making them all stubby.
That's great.
That'll cause some panic for sure.
Right.
All right, so here's what we'll do.
He's got the hunger that only hands can satisfy.
Jake,
Finger
what's
sandwiches.
your
Food.
what's your spell casting attribute or skill or whatever it is? Is it the occult, arcana, or religion?
Scorching Blast is a cult.
Okay. So Tyler, you'll be rolling occult. Jake, I believe you'll be rolling occult as well. As yours arcana?
Let me check here, see if there's some sort of
It should
impulse
say
primal
primal. What is that?
from the primal tradition, connecting to
yeah.
the natural world and instinct.
That's what mine are as well.
It'd be your class DC, basically.
Oh, my class DC is a cult, I believe.
Okay.
Or is it?
Fucking
Where would
your
I find
fucking
that?
It's on your spellcasting tab.
Not
You
very
get
good at
a
occult.
Doesn't
The
have like
very
a
bottom
spellcasting,
of the
spellcasting?
hand
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
proficiencies tab.
yeah.
Charisma primal trained. Okay.
Yeah. So each of you go ahead and roll those.
Ooh.
Nice.
I guess.
Oh, hero point
Tyler,
that.
yours should have been a plus 11.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
your spellcasting tab.
Oh, I rolled it from the wrong tab.
Yeah. So you still rolled a 2 plus 11.
Might be an opportunity to use a hero point.
I was better before the hero point. I rolled a 10 at first.
Do you want to use another hero point?
Yeah.
It's been another hour, so we should get
Sure. Go
another
and take
hero
another one.
point.
You may just have to roll it again. It probably won't let you re-hero point. But if you just go to the spellcasting tab underneath where
Here,
it says
let's just try
divine.
that. There we go.
Much better.
Hey.
All right. So we ended up with a 28 and a 31. Both very good rolls. You managed to get a handful of buildings here in the town center to start going up. You got the main like town hall. You got like the main guy's house. You got that temple. You got a few other commerce buildings. They start going up. Panic starts spreading. Now, Afa and Rowan, you two are kind of on crowd control.
Wow.
What do you got in mind?
Really? I just didn't want to talk about it around Basil.
Yeah.
But I wanted to set the north side of town on fire
I approve of this.
to block.
The old pincer fire attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you lighting the fire?
I
Then the
too have
panic
Feels
will-
scorching
so bad.
blast.
Okay,
The
you'll
panic
go
will
ahead
truly
and
be
roll your
complete.
spell casting. Rowan, how are you helping to start fires?
I wasn't really planning to help start fires, but I'm not going to stop it from happening.
Okay, I was going to say, if you want, you could probably use your guns. Like, just load up shots with extra fucking powder and no, like, slug.
Oops, all fire.
No, yeah, just.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have just black powder, so I could probably just kind of spread some around.
Yeah.
And
Is there a skill tied to gunsmithing?
Craft.
Crafting?
there isn't specifically like a crafting skill for it because I was going to ask about this later.
So crafting will let you do a ton of stuff.
I feel
took
like no one's
specialty crafting.
appreciating this right now.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my
that was a
gosh.
good roll.
She doesn't need my help.
Well, go ahead and roll because it looks like
If-
you can you've got a +10, so you can either take your engineering roll or your crafting roll.
I do have like the specialty crafting also.
Yep.
so-
Where do
That's
I?
what lets you do like the gunsmithing and all that.
I don't see
It
that on
still
your
uses the
skills
crafting
tab.
skill.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll crafting.
Okay.
Yeah, I could turn on that to get a +1 bonus
Okay. If you want to do that, do that.
potentially. Okay. Hmm.
Your point at 10.
15. You
Yeah.
want to hero point that?
Yeah. What? Oh, that's
Funny.
not what I wanted. Oh, I got right click. My bad. Well,
19.
better.
It is an improvement. You are not
Is
as
it better
efficient.
enough?
I mean, you're not as efficient as Afa, but Afa is being very efficient with creating a
makes
lot of
up for
fire,
it.
blocking off access to the river so people can easily put that out. Bells are going off. Animals are fleeing through the streets. It is utter chaos.
We're saving Basil's dad the trouble.
Complete and utter chaos as the flames start going.
We're the good guys.
We
I'm going to use
fade.
my
Right.
hideous ululation to be having an echoey voice for 300 feet around me, calling out, "I am the new god of this land, and I will punish your hubris with fire!"
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pirate Roberts.
Exactly.
So give me a moment here. I'm checking something. Where the fuck?
Well, I guess that we can just head out to meet our new friend.
Oh, hang on.
Or is this
Okay.
enough emotional damage?
Hang on. As we fade to black,
Yay!
We did it.
Boy.
No.
Afa
Yes.
and Akuro. You two come to. There's a pungent smell in your nose as you see that Athena has kind of pulled you to a side. It is early morning hours. The sun is out. You can see she's got like little smelling salt capsules like under each of your noses. You take a moment to look around and you can see you are not far off from the vampire's residence. And you look the other direction and you can see that there is a column of people. All of them in some kind of stupor, connected together, almost shackled together with vines, with Bitey, Rowan, and Grung kind of moving the column along.
Oh my. So we like captured the entire town.
You didn't capture the entire town. You got like 30 people.
Oh.
Rest, I
Everyone
think,
is
burned in the
soot
fire.
stained. She's like, all right, I brought you two out. I picked you two because I think you can do a good enough job. 20 sides to every story. Thank you for that raid. That's fantastic.
We went from murdering one person to maybe murdering a lot of people.
Oh yeah. That married couple dead.
Yeah, because I think you two will
That's
be able
personal.
to pretend to still be under control of the vampire.
It's
We're
good she didn't
almost
pick
there.
Basil.
She did not pick Basil for a very good reason. That's what I was checking. I'm like, which two of you have the highest deception? And it hands down Aoife and Akuro.
I have none.
Yes.
No.
I have negative.
So I'm going to blend in like I'm one of the prisoners. You two keep the column moving. Bitey there is kind of taking the lead on leading the way to where you're going. And Basil is the one that's been kind of keeping everyone bound together. So don't stray too far. Rowan's already shot a couple of people who've tried to run off.
Oh no.
Yay.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
As you all
Our party makes
approach-
perfect sense for this job.
approach the vampire's castle. And that is where we will end the session.
Ooh.
You all did a great job of triggering your thrall mind control.
Hooray.
We did it maybe a little too well.
You know, it doesn't matter what you're good at. It's just that you be good at something.
It's just that you're good at
That's
something.
right.
Did Basil pass out before he was able to make it to the north and figure out that no one made it to
We
the
don't
river?
know because it's kind of fuzzy on when exactly things cut out. It's
Okay.
kind of like that, being blackout drunk, where you're not exactly sure where
Right.
your memory ends.
When the fever pitch hit.
Yeah.
Not that he would know that Aoife did it. I'm just curious if Basil is aware.
Well, right now,
It's probably
Basil's
bad.
not aware of anything, but once Basil
Yeah.
comes out of this, we'll figure that out. Okay.
April's very happy with herself.
I could not have rolled a better hero point.
That was a perfect
That was
crit.
great.
Yeah, that was ideal.
So, some revelations tonight. Basil can't talk about Miss Katrina, can't write about Miss Katrina.
Mhm.
She's dead, though. It's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's definitely not going to be
Press
able to.
press
Yeah.
press X to doubt.
I need to look up what I had planned, but Aoife and Grung, you did fulfill another part of your contract, so
Ooh.
you're both going to get some bonuses for
Don't
burning the
remember
camp
what was in
down.
there. Oh, was that
Oh,
part of
yeah.
it? Oh.
Yeah, your initial thing was to go take care of the thing in the swamp. That's where you got Scorching Blast. And then there was some little, essentially anytime you saw someone with a red mark on their forehead looking all demonic, they were marked for you to kill as like a little demonic bounty. The last time that came up was the frog episode where you weren't there and Grung got to take a guy out. Or no, did you guys chase him off? You made him completely
chased him
lose
off.
faith. And
Yeah, I think he chased him off and his mark disappeared.
yeah.
No, his mark intensified, I thought.
Something happened with it where
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
So yeah, you burnt down the camp. So you get a little bonus for that.
Yay, more power.
You guys should have signed the contract.
She's done us nothing but
For
good.
power
It doesn't
over
matter
fire,
because she's
apparently
dead.
we didn't need it.
All right. Yeah, that's where we'll wrap it. Raiders, if you're not familiar, I don't actually have a copy of it around me right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got a book out. Go fucking check it out. It's called Teenage Odyssey. No, that's not it. It should be Teens. That's it. Go buy my
There it
game
is.
on drive-thru. Teenage Odyssey. It's based on Into the Odd. It's about playing as a teenager in the 90s. Just real fucking weird. So you haven't checked that out, go check out my game, Teenage Odyssey, on drive-thru. But let's just do our closing round. For defenders, Nothing on Saturday. John, what are we doing Sunday?
Sunday, we're doing some Dragonbane, continuing with the homebrew campaign that I am doing. And yeah, we'll see what happens with your airship that lost power in the terrifying storm over nothing.
Yeah. We were fighting a spooky armor guy.
We were. It'll be great.
Alongside Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. John, what are we doing Wednesday?
On Wednesday, I'm running Savage Rifts. We're continuing on with that.
Very cool.
And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Dan, throw something out there.
The Discord. It's a place that we go to talk about episodes and memes and frogs and all sorts of things. Movies, music, TV shows.
Yeah.
Hang out.
Go ahead. Yeah, do it. Do it. Joe, you do something.
Yeah. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday we'll be doing Salvage Union, like a hex crawl game.
Yeah.
You guys found a bunch of sentient Roombas that don't know they're Roombas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think.
Well, they didn't used to be Roombas.
They didn't used to be Roombas. Correct.
And I am hanging out in my mech with one of them.
Yep.
You should train cats to ride them with like lances.
Yes.
Maybe some of them have guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them do have
And you have some of the stuff that was responsible for that in like a very secure, quarantined,
totally
you know.
secure
Yeah.
container that it got out of in the
But
first
then
place.
you're just, there's some other Roombas that you're just kind of tossing around near your mechs, and nothing bad will happen because of that.
Nothing at all.
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
Fine.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing's
what about the
ever
rest
gone
of
wrong
you?
from that.
Anything you want to throw out there?
Start fires. Do drugs. Don't talk to cops.
True story. All right. Well, we don't need to say anything else after that. So thank you, everyone. And until we see you next time, I don't fucking know. Goodbye.